Welcome to today's video. Henry here. If you are having a Systemi.io account and you have been running your blog or your website using Systemi.io, now you are going to be having one particular challenge, and this challenge is huge. It's called SEO. You want to have a website or a blog that can rank #1 on Google. And if you really know something about SEO, the truth is Systemi.io or System.io is not really structure to help you get to #1 page of Google. So what do? What you need to do right now is to go onto your settings and get to adjust one or two things, because you will not rank #1 by default. But however, if you can see, I have a website that is currently running and is fetching me good amount of money, and this website is currently hosted on Systemi.io. So which simply means that I'm ranking on most of the keywords that I'm having. Majority of them I'm ranking #1, #2, #3, up to #5. Basically, I'm ruling this particular niche, and I have everything on Systemi.io. So I want to show you how you can actually get your page, get your organic content to be #1 on Google's page, so that you can have a lot of traffic and sell your products or your services. So now you have two aspects of this whole thing. You have the first part and the second part. The first part I'm going to show you right now is how to optimize your homepage. Because if you don't optimize your homepage, Google will not be able to find your homepage when you go to Google Console. Now we'll talk about Google Console later, and I'll tell you what is happening here. Some of the pages are not even on Google because of what Systemi.io will do for you by default. They are going to ask Google by default not to crawl your website, not to show your website to anybody. You see, I don't know why they choose to do that, and that is really, really bad. So let me show you first thing you need to do. #1 thing you need to do, if you have your own website, come here, blog layout, view blog posts and blog settings. When you click here, this will show you your website name, the name of your blog, right? And it will also show you some other important features here. Now see something here, go back and come back to this page. On this page, look for your home page. How do you know your home page? Your home page is the page that carries your URL without any extension. Now let me show you what my home page is. Home page, this is my home page. Can you see? This is the home page. By default, Systemi.io will say do not crawl this home page. Okay, first of all, you go to settings. You can change this home page perhaps to the name of your website. So in my own case, I want to change this home page to what my website is. So let me just say Beninfo 247 information portal. So I have this now. I just save it because this is my keyword. This is a keyword I'm ranking on right now. So I want the keyword to also be on the name as a title of my homepage. You do this on the settings. Then you go back to this same place, these three dots. You hover over it and you select edit. When you select edit, it's going to open the page for you so that you can customize the page. Now, by default, like I say, by default, you will not see this whole thing. In my own case, I already worked on it, but let me show you what I did on it. The first thing is this: you will see title. By default, you just see nothing. You won't see any title here. By default, you have to put this title. So the first thing to do now is to make sure that your SEO on Systemi.io is on point. How do you get that? You go and you put a powerful title. And when you're writing your title, you make sure your title contains your keyword of what you want to be ranking on, right? The keyword. For instance, I'm ranking on Benin Republic universities, Benin Republic tourism and all that. So you want to be ranking on all these keywords. So make sure your title contains them. The next thing you will do on your website as SEO for your website to be ranking is your description. Now, that's what we call meta description. This is where you put your meta description, what describes what this page is about. So I'll just put it here. Then the next part is your keywords. So keywords, you put all the keywords that you know people are going to be searching on Google so that your name can appear, so that your website can appear. We are doing all this on the homepage. This is not even on the blog post. These are just what you have right now on the homepage, right? And how to go to this part is, remember, when you click on settings, you will just scroll down on your settings. You will see search engine optimization, SEO. This is what you want to come and adjust this whole thing, right? So you put your title, put your description, and make sure you have your keywords. Then, if it's your homepage, you can put auto, because the more you put your keywords, your name of your website, it appears on multiple search. So, and make sure that whatever picture you are using, the picture carries the name of your website or what you are talking about. This is what you need to do. If you have this, then you are good to go. Now, there is something here. See this place here? By default, System.io say hide search engine. Look at it here. By default, you will see this. It's turned on, it's toggled on, which means Bing cannot crawl your website. Nobody will be able to see what you have and what you are really marketing on System.io. So you need to come here and click it off so that now Google can start to see it. So if you have this done, then you are good to go. All you need to do is to save. After saving, you can exit this particular page. Now, let me exit. Now, that is step number 1. Step number 1 is we have to go to the settings on our homepage. The first thing is your homepage. Then the next thing is your blog, right? The next thing is on your posts and your pages. You need to do this for your posts and your pages. Now, let me show you how it appears on your posts. What we just did now is for the page, right? Our homepage is here. So now let's go to the post. And again, some of you, when you check your System.io, you're trying to look for your homepage, you don't see it. It's because you are doing it wrong. Some of you, you are trying to go to that settings where you can put all these things that I just showed you. But what you now do is you click here, you click blog settings. When you click blog settings, the only thing you will see is this thing. It's not going to work. Another thing some of you do is you come here and you say view blog. When you click view blog, it's only going to open the entire website for you, right? And if you say blog layout, let me even show you what you see. When you click blog layout, it's going to take you to the part where you can edit the entire website. But guess what? You will not see the settings of what I just showed you on the home page, because this is not where you see the homepage settings. Let me show you something. If you click on settings now, here, you will not see anything SEO here, you see? So this is not where to go. You will not see anything SEO in this particular place. So you don't want to come to this place to fix your SEO so that you can be ranking number 1 on Google. You want to go to page, look for your home page in the page, and go to the settings and just do what I showed you in those parts. Now let's talk about the post. On the post, let me do a practical for you on one of my posts. Now let's say this post is turned off currently and I'm working on this particular post. I want to work on the SEO settings. Let me walk you through some of the things, because the kind of settings you do on your homepage is different from the SEO settings you do on your post. Your post has a different structure, and also the homepage is also a different structure. Now in the post, see, you will see all the things you have here, right? This is one of my posts and you can see how everything is structured. So let me walk you through step by step what you need to do. Because when you want to create an SEO based article or a post that will be ranking on Google, there are a few things to look into. And let me walk you through the first thing. Like I said before, the first thing is you go to your settings, right? Go to your settings and make sure that in your settings, you see this search engine optimization, right? Search engine optimization. And you make sure you have these titles, correct titles. Let me also just do this for you right now. This is my title right here for this. I just copy it here. I go to my SEO settings. In my SEO settings, I just click here, boom, I paste it, right? Here's my title. Now, the next thing here is my description. Now, this is very, very important. Like I told you before, this is the meta description. This is what Google used to know what the entire page is about. After Google check the title, Google also want to check to see if you have a meta description that explains everything you have. So let's do that. Okay, I have a mistake here. I'm having 2024 here instead of 2025. I will change that. I will show you how to change that as well. So as you can see on the settings, I have my title. Now the next thing is the description. Now for me, I've already worked on my description. I'm using DeepSeek. If you don't know what DeepSeek is, it's an AI. You can use AI to write articles that are highly optimized and it to rank on Google very, very well. If you're interested in me creating another video where I will explain how to use DeepSeek to write a highly optimized post for your System.io account or any type of account at all, or any type of post at all, just let me know and I will do that. I will gladly do that. So this is my meta description, well optimized to make sure that it express and also explain what my content is about. This part here is a keyword. Now when it comes to the keyword part, I also have very, very, very good keywords that I already have ready also here on DeepSeek. So here are my primary keywords. I'll just copy my keywords here, right? look at my keywords, just copy them and bring them here. Okay, because these keywords are not separated by comma, I'll just put it here and separate with comma. I can also ask DeepSeek to just separate them by comma, but you know what, sometimes DeepSeek is thinking deep, so I don't want to disturb his thinking. So secondly, you have secondary keyword. This is how to do keywords. This is how to put the right keyword that will get you to rank on Google, right? Put the right keywords. Make sure you have your primary keyword, what you want to rank on. Then you also have your secondary keyword that you know your article, you want to rank your articles on. Or what again? So I have primary keyword, secondary keyword, and what do we have? What is the last one? And you have your long tail keyword. So this is the last part of the keyword. Do this. If you do this, you will get views. You will get your article to rank number 1. Literally, this is what I do. I literally use this to rank number 1 and on a lot of websites. So I'm speaking from experience. Do this and you will be surprised. You have a lot of reach using Google. All right, so we do all that and we bring it to your keyword and paste. At least you want to have at least 15. You can do 15. That's like average. Then if you want to go more, you can go up to 25 keywords. Now we have our keywords. We have our meta description all set. Good, maximize for what we are doing right now, right? Then I have auto is also set. I have this social image. When people share this article, what image will appear? So let me just go here. This is very important too. We'll go to this place, see some of my images. I can just use this. Oh no, I think I have another one. I have a lot of work here that is going on. So I just use this. I can change it later. Okay, this is good. So you can see my image, they carry the names of what they mean. Very important. This is an SEO secret. The images you are using should always carry something related. The name should be related to what you are working on. Then look at this toggle here. On post, you don't have this by default. You should see check. So, but if this place is on like this, which means Google will never see your article. So make sure it's not on. You just leave it like this and you are done with this step. This step will help you get at least 60% of your articles to be viewed. But now we have 40% that we need to still go for us to have a very, very good optimized post that will start ranking number 1 on Google, and Google will be like, oh, I've never seen this before. I need you guys to keep writing. So let's go. The first step is SEO settings on systeme.io. The second thing is content structure, right? Content structure. This is content structure is different from content quality. Let's talk about content structure. The kind of structure you want to have is a structure like this. Look at this. On this place, I have table of contents, right? You can do this on Systeme.io. It's very easy. I have table of content. And the table of content, everything is structured accordingly. You can see the title, you see introduction, you see TEF score matters. Let's dive into it. Then you now see all the various stuff under it. I have H1, this H1, this H2, 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 then all these are H3. You see, content structure is very important. Then I have this again. I continue the structure. This is so important. Now, every of your structure where you have H1, look at it, put it as H1. Look at H1. Google will organize them when they are showing. This is the secret of SEO. By the way, the S means supreme, which is my name, and the E means Ehis, and also the O means Okobo, which is my surname. Like, I'm so good at SEO that they have to change the name and rename it after my name, right? That is how good I am with this thing. So stick around and learn how to get this thing done. All right, so in case you don't get that joke, please get it now. SEO means search engine optimization and not my name. All right, so here you have your H1, the main title, H1. Then after H1, you always want to have your image, right? This is content structure. H1, image. This introduction here is H2, right? The only H1 we are going to have should be the title. Don't have multiple H1. H1 already tell Google that this is the title. If you have multiple, it means that you have multiple titles in your articles and you are going to be confusing the algorithm. No, they confuse algorithm. Algorithm don't like confusion. You understand me? So just get this thing done like this. So then you have H2 here, another H2 here. Look, if you can see we are H2, then now you start the major stuff. Inside of this section, you see we are having H3 to show that this is inside of the main content, right? Then when you are having this kind of structure like this, And you remember all these other one, you don't put any other thing as H1, H2, H3. Anything that has to do with explanation, the main content, they should always be text only. This is what we call content structure. If you understand this thing, you will rank number 1 if you are using System.io or even WordPress. It doesn't matter at all, right? But because you are using System.io, do this, you will outrank all your people that are using WordPress with all the Yoast SEO and all that. They will not rank number 1 if you have these things done. So now this is another headline. On our headline, this headline is H4 because it's under it and everything is well structured. So this is what I mean by structure, content structure. And you will see images. Every of the section we have image. Every of the section we have image, right? Image. See, if you follow what I'm saying, you will make money with Google. You'll be having a lot of traffic. This is the secret right here. Nothing else, nothing else. I've been doing this for over 10 years. This is the secret right here. So content structure is number 2. As a matter of fact, let's do something here. Let's open our Excalibur. Where is my Excalibur? All right, so this is my Excalibur. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about, right? So this is very, very important. So now we are talking about the various steps that you need to take. If you look at step number 1 will be SEO settings in System.io. Guys, the name is System.io, it's not System.me. I keep calling it System.me. So this is the first thing you want to do. Then the second part will be content structure. So in the content structure, I'm talking about how you basically use the whole articles. You make sure that the articles are well structured. All the stuff that I require like H1, H2, very, very important. You are using things like H1 because without all these H1, H2, you are going to be having a lot of issues. Google actually understanding what you do. So you are putting all these things together with the title, with the images, right? You're having all the images accordingly. So that is what you need to do as step 1 and step 2. Now let's talk about the final step that I'm going to be talking about in this particular video. Now the final step in this video, of course, is going to be your content quality. So when it comes to content quality, this is a big issue. This is where the AI stuff and all that comes to play, right? When it comes to content quality, it's a different thing entirely. So you don't want to miss this part and you don't want to do this part wrongly. So content quality talks about the type of content that you have. Is it just content that is without flesh? Let me show you something. Look at this content. You have a lot of content here and a lot of explanation, right? Apart from the structure, you have everything well detailed. Now, and this is not something you just say, oh, you use ChatGPT to do. If you don't know how to do it, you will miss it. Yes, you can use ChatGPT for this type of content. I will leave a prompt, or if you want me to show you how I develop with ChatGPT, fine. You can use ChatGPT, or you can even use DeepSeek to generate these articles, but you need to know the structure and how to program these things to spit out fire for you. And that is what we call prompt engineering. So if you don't understand what it means, then you need to go and learn or watch one of my videos where I talked about prompt engineering. This is very important, right? So this is what you need for you to literally be able to create article that will be ranking. Even though you use AI, it will be ranking very well on Google. That is step number 1 when it comes to creating quality content, right? That's quality content. Then the next thing, apart from quality content, the next thing is that your content must be highly informational. It must be content that actually provides value, valuable content. Not because you use ChatGPT to create content, you just go and create anything anyhow without making sure that it contains a lot of value. You see, there must be so much value in the content that you are creating. That's the part that makes it quality content, right? So it must be a valuable content that people can resonate with and say, oh, this content solves my problem. Because let me tell you, if you create content and it's not valuable, Google have a way of knowing. Now, when somebody search for a particular keyword to search and you appear as number 1, when the person clicks on it and it goes into your content and the person is reading, before you know it, the person spent like 2 seconds and the person left your website. Now, that particular time is called spent time. It's the time that somebody spent to be on your website. How long the person stay. If the person stay longer on your website, it simply means that you have quality content, right? It increases your read time. If it's on YouTube, we call it watch time, right? Watch time is increased. Here is called read time. Now, Google use read time to know if your content is valuable and also is engaging. If I come to this place and it's all about clickbait, no information about this thing that I'm talking about here, knowing about this course, I'm not explaining, no examples, and it's just all sort of content, Google will know, because when you go there, you don't see what you're looking for, you will leave the page, right? You will literally leave the page and continue your search, and Google will know that this is a wrong website or this is a wrong blog post that we are promoting. Then before you know, you will see yourself in number 5, number 6, until you are not even on the first page of Google. Whatever business you are running, you need to have quality content, and you need to make sure that you have valuable content, right? So this is under these two, right? Quality content, and make sure it's also valuable. Now, if you understand these 3 things, you are good to go. If you are able to make sure that you go to the System.io account and put all the settings that are required, this is key because of those H1, the images, the meta descriptions, all these things, they are so important. Then the quality of your content, if you are using AI in your content, then you have to make sure that you look at ability to make sure that your content is highly engaging and quality based, so that Google will not just look at your content and say, oh, this is not good, and they will not show it to other people. Then, apart from the content using the prompt engineering to generate high quality content, it must be valuable, which means that it must educate people, right? It must also give them what they came for. Even if it's educational in nature, but it's not answering my question, I will leave your web page. And if I leave on time, it simply means that your read time is low. And if your read time is low, Google knows that this content is not valuable, and they will begin to have the algorithm work against you. If you put this thing all together, you will have a high-ranking SEO-based System.io blog post. Because a lot of people say that System.io blog post does not rank on Google. It ranks very well, right? It ranks a lot. So I just need to know how to work this out. If you are interested in learning how I use AI to generate articles and a lot of other things, including products, let me know in the comment section and I will do a video around it. So, and if you are wondering how I create this website on System.io, I have a video where I explain how to create a website using System.io. Go and watch that video or watch other videos related to System.io so that you can level up your game online. See you in the next one.